Good morning. My name is Roger Matthews, and I'm broadcasting to you from my home office. And I'm going to just show you how to use Zoom for the very first time if you've never used it before. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to assume that you have a PC, and I have a separate video if you have a Mac. And for a smartphone or a tablet, in those cases, you need to go to the App Store and download the Zoom for Cloud or the Zoom for Client Meetings app. You need to download the Zoom app. But this instruction is for how to get your very first Zoom meeting going using a PC. And it's really quite simple, and it's a lot of fun. Zoom meetings will allow us to have board meetings in the privacy and safety of your own home. And you don't have to go down to the clubhouse and be exposed to the viruses that other people might have, and they don't need to be exposed to the viruses that you might have. This is a much safer way for us to do our board meetings and other community meetings, and this will be the wave of the future for the next year or so. So this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. So now I will proceed to show you how to run Zoom for the very first time. Okay, I'm going to show how to download the Zoom client from 3 different browsers. From the Edge browser, which is this one. You can see the icon down on the lower taskbar. From the Chrome browser, which you can see the icon is this, or from the Firefox browser. So we'll start with the Edge browser. And when you open an email from that has a Zoom meeting, you'll get something like this. It'll say join. This link here is the easiest way to join, especially from a PC. You actually can call in from a telephone and join a meeting without video, but with audio by telephone. So that's interesting. But what we're focused on is this very first link. So the very first time you've never run Zoom before, and you're just beginning, you click on this link, and you'll get a screen like this that says launch meeting. Well, you can't launch the meeting if you've never run Zoom before. So you need to have the Zoom client installed. Now, sometimes it will automatically start, and it will appear in the lower left-hand corner, or if you click download now, sometimes this automatically goes, and sometimes it waits for you to click download now. But you would want to click this download now to force this. Once this comes down here, you simply click on open file, and it says installing Zoom. And once it's installed, then the meeting automatically goes. It asks for your name. Please put in your name and your lot number. In my case, it would be Roger 86. And then hit join. Remember my name for future meetings. Click join meeting and join with video. And it may ask for join with audio. And join with audio. Click that too. And then I would click automatically join with audio, so you don't have to keep doing that. And now we've joined. Now I'm up here in a small screen, and we've joined Black Bart in Arizona. He's hosting the meeting. Hi, Black Bart. Black Bart doesn't talk, but he's definitely hosting the meeting. And notice that I'm a small postage stamp, and he's the speaker, so he's large. You notice up in the right-hand corner it says View. So you can click to a gallery view, and that way, if you have like 5 people on the screen, you'll have five separate little equal-sized images. Or you can go to the speaker view, in which case whoever's speaking will be big and everybody else will be small. So I personally prefer the gallery view, but you can flip back and forth however you like. So that's how this screen looks. I'm now going to show you how to install this, do the same thing using Chrome and the same thing using Firefox. So to leave the meeting, a couple more things. When you're on the meeting, as long as we're here, one of the primary skill that you need to know, in addition to learning how to change the views, is how to mute yourself. So you see this microphone in the lower left-hand corner. You click on that and notice a line through it. That means you are muted. You can still hear what everybody is saying, but they cannot hear you. And so that way, if you have a dog barking in the background or a washing machine going, it's not bothering anybody else. Generally speaking, in a Zoom meeting, if you are not speaking, it's very proper and polite to mute yourself. You notice Black Bart has muted himself. So I'm going to unmute myself. I just click on this, and I'm now unmuted. I click on it to mute myself. I click on it to unmute myself. So it's very, very simple. Sometimes you may see the word mute right up here on the upper. I can mute myself also on my picture by going like that. The host can actually mute you, but they cannot unmute you. So they may mute you for, and out of courtesy to the presenters, but when you wish to be unmuted, you must unmute yourself. So you can either click unmute up here, or you can go down here and you can click mute and down here. So you have two different ways to mute yourself. Okay, so that explains how to use this screen, and then when you're ready to leave the meeting, you just click leave down here, and it says you want to leave the meeting, and you're gone. Okay, so now I'm going to show how to do the same thing with Firefox. Okay, now we're going to use the Firefox browser. So in order to do that, I bring up the Firefox browser. This is the Firefox browser. See, it doesn't tell you that it is, but it is. And in the same way, I click on this link to launch the meeting. Now in Firefox, this little blue arrow up here shows where the download is. So I click download now, and it comes up and says, would you like to save file? If it says open, either way, it doesn't matter. I hit save file, and then you see that this little arrow up here, then once the file is saved, I click on this, there is the file that downloaded. So you just simply click on it, and that will install Zoom. You only need to install Zoom once. After that, you can just open up an email like this and click launch meeting. So again, it asks you for your name. Let's cancel this. And at this point, in the future, once you receive an email, you don't have to download now again. You just click launch meeting and you'd be in. Give your name, Roger 86, and join meeting. Then join with video and join with audio. And there I am again. Here we are again on the screen. I am not muted. During an official board meeting, we will have you automatically join. You will automatically be muted when you come in. And then for view, you can switch to the gallery view if you prefer, or you can look at the speaker view. The speaker view lets the speaker be large, and the gallery view lets you see everybody. If there's 30 people on the screen, each person will be fairly small. So it may be useful to be able to switch back and forth to the speaker view or the gallery view. It's very easy to do. Again, you need to know how to mute and unmute yourself. And when you're all done, you just click leave and you can leave the meeting. Okay, now I'll explain how to do this with the Chrome browser. Okay, for the next installation, we'll use the Chrome browser. So here's the Chrome browser. Again, I've got the email open. Same email, it looks the same. It's just that the browsers behave a little differently. When I click on this link, it opens up like this. Again, if I already have Zoom installed, after the first time, all you have to do is click launch meeting. It's very simple. But now, since I don't have Zoom installed, I will click download now. Notice that with the Chrome browser, like the Edge browser, instead of being in the upper right-hand corner, it comes in the lower left-hand corner. We just wait for a moment, and then you click on Zoom, and install the Zoom browser, and then it will automatically go into your meeting. And again, our name. And join with video. And join, and I would automatically do so, join with audio. So there we are, and then I'm going to mute myself so that I don't bother other people. And then again, the views, I can go speaker view or gallery view. See, isn't that slick how you can do that? That makes it very handy. So I prefer the gallery view most of the time myself, so I can keep an eye on what everybody's doing. Black Bart is a very quiet individual. He is up there in Arizona enjoying the saguaros and the sunshine. Hey, Black Bart, how you doing? He's quiet. But when he gets ready to host the meeting, he has a deep, gruff voice, and he'll just chime right on in. Okay, after that, after you've installed the Zoom client the first time, after that, it's very simple. You just, in order to get into a Zoom meeting, you just click on this link, get a little pop-up like that. I would hit always allow this to open, and then hit open Zoom meetings, or you can click launch meeting, and you'll be right in. Again, join with video, that doesn't change. And I said join with audio automatically, so we came right in. So here we are. There's Black Bart still. Okay, so that's how you join a meeting. Once you have Zoom installed, then clicking the link takes you right into a meeting. It's very, very, very simple. The main thing to remember when you join a meeting is that meetings are scheduled. And so let's say it's scheduled for 6 o'clock next Thursday night. They may open the meeting up 15 minutes in advance, but if you go to the meeting today, there will be no meeting because the host has to start the Zoom meeting on their end prior to your being able to join it. And so if you go in before the scheduled time, there may not be a meeting. So no problem, just wait and try again at the scheduled time. The same link will work over and over again. You can also leave a meeting and then use that same link to get right back in again. So it's very, very easy to use Zoom. It's an awesome and wonderful program. And again, we'll be using it for all board meetings. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to now click leave meeting, and I've left the meeting. Okay. And thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to do just a little troubleshooting. Let's say that you have trouble with your speakers, you can't hear people talking, or they cannot hear you talk, your microphone isn't working. Now, first of all, in the lower left-hand corner, you have to make sure that your speakers are on. If your speakers are off, that's just on you. But let's say that your speakers are on and everything else works. You can play a video on YouTube and you can hear the sound, but you can't hear the sound through Zoom. The way to troubleshoot this is you see this little mute microphone in the lower left-hand corner. There's an up arrow next to that. Very carefully click on that up arrow, and that will bring up your audio settings. Notice that you can select a speaker and you can select a microphone. So it may not be selected, or maybe once maybe selected that actually doesn't work for some reason. So you can change your settings. Like I could change my speakers to the play on speakers, or you might, if you have choices, then I would suggest do a little trial and error. Try clicking on a different speaker or a different microphone if you have more than one. Same as system is a choice. You can choose that. And if that doesn't work, you can try that. This is a little troubleshooting tip for audio that sometimes will work. Actually, the same thing is true of video. If you have no video, you can click on this little, because if you have no video, like I have Roger 86 shows up. If you see that, that means your video is not working. So you can go up here and notice how I have two cameras. I have a snap camera and a Logitech camera. I could select my snap camera. Well, it still doesn't work because I have start video working there. But actually I have two cameras and they both work. But if I click stop video, so you can choose a different camera up here as well, and that might solve your problem, and poof, you'll have video. So those are a couple little troubleshooting tips. I did want to mention one other thing about troubleshooting on testing your microphone. Again, you can click on this little up arrow next to the microphone, and there's a little option that says test speaker and microphone. You click on that, and you can hear a ringtone, and if you hear it, you say yes. If you don't, click try another speaker, and it will try another one. Now see, mine went silent because the other speaker was not the right one. But when you hear a sound, then you say yes, and then it will say speak and pause, and do you hear a replay? Testing, testing. Testing, testing. See, and then if you hear that, then you say yes, and then, but if you say no, try another microphone, and that's another way to troubleshoot. If you hear that, then you say yes, and then, but if you say no, try another microphone, and then that's a way to troubleshoot. That's a way to troubleshoot. Okay, thank you very much, and enjoy Zooming, joining the club, the Zoom club.